Okay, in this video I'm going to show you how I made this photo. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the free photo editing software called GIMP, and we'll bring in two photos of two different people that we're going to merge together. Okay, so these are two guys from the band Pose Victorious, and what I did is I took a photo of them at a gig, just with my camera and my flash at f1.4 with my 50mm lens, and did it with a small beauty dish on the flash. As you can see that in the little circles in their eyes. If we just zoom in into the eyes there, you can see that's the beauty dish reflecting in their eyes. So just zoom back out. There, it's got this great kind of shallow depth of field. So what we're going to do is we're going to add both these faces together. So I just simply click on this photo, press Ctrl C. That means it's copied onto the computer's RAM. And then on the photo behind, click on that and press Ctrl V. And what you see is down at the side it says floating selection pasted layer. What to do? Right click on that and turn that and just click on new layer, so it becomes a new layer. So effectively now you've got two perfectly usable layers. And if, when we're selected on the top layer, if we bring the opacity down to 50%, you'll see both the images almost on top of each other. And now this is quite good for you to start placing the top image in the correct place, so it's in the same place as the bottom image. So with the selection tool, click on maybe the middle bit of the flash of the eye and bring it down to the same place as where the other person has it. And now what you see is that one eye now looks really good. So you're like, yes, that's good. There. Well, as good as it needs to be. But the other eye is a total mess. And that's telling me that the size differences in each of their faces, or the distance I was with them with my camera, is slightly affecting the photo. So that's where we have to start using the scale tool. So if we zoom back out, and scale tool can be done quite easily. What to do is click on the eyeball, which is the kind of closer in one. There. And I'm just going to drag it out to where I thought that other one was before. And I'll also see that the chin goes down a good bit lower as well. So let's give that scale. And it will probably need a little bit more of the move tool to get them back into position again. Okay, so I'm fairly happy with how that's looking. That's looking pretty close to exactly how, you know, if they're on top of each other. It kind of just looks like a kind of fuzzy photo. So what we'll do is now I'm wanting so that the top part of the image is the blonde person, who's called Gav, he's the drummer. We're going to be using his hair and his eyes. And then the bottom part of the image is going to be Rocco, which is the lead singer, and it's going to be his kind of nose, lips and hairy bits. So what we do is on the top image, down here, right click on that and go add layer mask. Full opacity, cool, no problem. So you'll get this little white thing at the side. And what we want to go up to is go to the blend tool, and this one here is the color gradient. So if we go anywhere, this will give you a black look. So if we were actually to click on the actual picture, it'll be from black to white. That's what you get. That's if you click on the image. But we don't want to click on the image. We want to click on the layer mask, which is this bit here. And if we do that, the black bit becomes part of the face below, and the top bit is still the face of the person above. So there, we've pretty much done it straight away. Let's just crop that in. So there, that is somebody, because their nose is slightly out of focus because we've done such a shallow depth of field, you don't actually notice where the join is. Well, it's not so obvious. If we were to, let's see if we were to do a little bit of a bigger change. Let's see how that would look. That's probably almost better. If we're doing a really sharp change, such as a small line, there, it doesn't look good at all. It's an obvious difference in the faces. So that's where you want maybe a good inch worth of difference for you to be able to not totally notice that it's two images joined together. Let's go right all the way up, almost up to the middle of the nose. There. If we were to do the opposite way, it would be Rocco's eyes and hair and Gavin's mouth face part. And that really looks strange, because he's now got a massive mouth because we expanded the photo of the person below, which is kind of cool. And if we go from left to right, we also get half of each of their faces on either side, which doesn't work out so well. Or it might if we do it kind of big like that. It's not too far. Let's. That's interesting. We could actually use that, and what we could do is we could bring in the hair. So what we could do is we can get the paintbrush at the side, make it a nice big and soft. So there, and maybe size 10. So size 10 is this size, and we can do the painting. So that means it takes out the part at the top, because we're painting in black at the moment. So we could do that if we wanted, but then that gets quite difficult once we get to the eyebrows. If we were to paint on the left hand side, nothing will happen because that's already black, if you see in the picture here. Let's maybe make that a white brush. So all we need to do is swap the colour here, and now it's a white brush. So that will bring back in the bits of Gav. So there, that's one where we've done it where it's not even half and half, but a quarter and 3/4 of one person's face. So that is one of the simple ways to do cool, kind of interesting, messed up photos of people that you know, or maybe even famous people, where you can merge both their faces so it's like a joining of both their faces and it's not too weird for them. So anyway, give it a go, and maybe post your videos on Flickr and send me a link. Cheers, speak to you later. Bye bye.